Hello, welcome everyone. I'm going to give you all a chance to join. Welcome to everybody on the playback. How are you doing today? I am going to be running to the store, the grocery store that's like literally very, very close to where we live on the first sprint. And then I'm going to be reading while I do some fun cooking. I am reading She Started It. It was in my book of the month box. I feel like last month or 2 months ago. It's a thriller. It's like a revenge thriller. And I don't really know how far I am into it, to be honest, because I was listening to the audiobook and then I haven't been like checking in with the book to see how far I am, but I would love to try to finish it very soon. I don't know if I'll finish it tonight, but I do want to finish it really soon because I need to get a move on my TBR for this month. Let me see. Let me know what you guys are doing or what you're reading. Hi, finishing up The X by Alfred Burke, 79% in. Nice. Are you liking it? I'm just going to make sure that everything is running on my YouTube because I always feel like I have to check and make sure everything is working. Yes, it looks like it's working. Yay. Let me know in the comments if you've read this one before. It's just okay. I realize I took off the dust jacket so you can't see the cover of it, but I feel like I'm having such a hard time with thrillers where it's like there's a group of people, they have secrets in their past. I feel like just so much of this has already been done. I do really like the flashbacks to when the main character who's like doing the revenge, when she was getting bullied in school. I like to see that. I don't like to see that. That's a weird way of saying it. I like to see those flashback chapters to see like motivation behind everything. And I really do feel for that character, but I just feel like I have read so many books that are trying to do the same thing, and I'm not particularly loving it. I don't know. I'm a little disappointed. I feel like the guest list was just top tier, and then whenever I see these like isolated, oh my gosh, I can't speak, isolated setting stories with like people who have had secrets and all of that, like they just never live up to the guest list, which is my favorite of those kind of books. And I don't know if it's just because the setting just elevated it so much in that book or what, but I was so invested in that story. And a lot of the stories that I've tried to read that are sort of like similar ideas to that just don't hit the same. Let me see. Hello, how are you? I'm going to be reading None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell. Nice. I feel like I say this every time people bring up Lisa Jewell, but I need to read more Lisa Jewell. Oh my gosh. Like I've never read a single Lisa Jewell in my life, and I own Lisa Jewell books. So this month I made this really fun TBR game. You guys should go check it out if you haven't seen it yet, but it's like this board game. And I have a few books from that I need to read first, but depending on when I finish all those, then I might want to try a Lisa Jewell or, just try a Lisa Jewell very, very soon because I have been meaning to try Lisa Jewell for so long. And I don't know why I haven't. I kind of feel like that's how I was with Jennifer Hillier. Like it had been so long until I tried more Jennifer Hillier. So yeah. Hey, reading these Violent Delights at the moment. Ooh, I hope you're liking it. I have so many tabs in that book because I thought the writing was just beautiful in it. It was stunning. 578 out of 662 of Black House by Stephen King. Hello. This one by Chloe Gong. Nice. Hi, I'm reading Earthlings. Yeah, I haven't been reading very many thrillers lately because they all feel so similar. Yeah, I know. I don't know why so many thrillers feel so similar. And I get that like there's tropes you can do in thrillers and that's a good trope. But I feel like within that trope, like there has to be something that feels different. So you don't feel like you're just reading the same story over and over because it gets really old. And like, I get there's only so many things people can like do wrong to others, but it just feels like, oh, there has to be more to these revenge books. Like I really have to care for a revenge book to hit. And it just like so many of the times, yeah, people do these horrible things, but I don't feel that invested because I've seen it done before, or it's just not done in a way that like gets me emotionally invested. I don't know. I don't feel angry enough. Like in a revenge thriller, I have to feel super, super angry. And I just don't feel that way mostly. I don't know if it's the writing style. I don't know what it is. Hi, reading The Perfect Son by Frida McFadden. Nice. That's another author that I need to try out because I've been hearing about The Housemaid and like some other books by that author, and I just need to read their books. I haven't yet. Hey, you do need to read Lisa Jewell Sav. Also, hi, welcome. I know, I really do. Hello, about to start a twisted love story. Ooh, I am very curious about that one. I don't know what people are thinking of it. Has anybody here finished it? I almost read My Lovely Wife this month, but I didn't, by the same author. I've just read For Your Own Good, and that one I wasn't obsessed with. I think I gave it like a 3 or a 3.5 star. But I don't even remember what A Twisted Love Story is about. I need to look into it, but it sounds really good, and I'm intrigued by it. I'm cooking right now, but we'll be joining and reading Paradox Hotel. Nice. What are you cooking? I'm about to make these fajitas that are so good. Oh my gosh, they're so yummy. I've been wanting them for a while, and I think I'm going to make them tonight. They're like chicken and beef fajitas with soy sauce, but like it's really good, and then roasted veggies. So I am very excited to make it because I literally can't remember the last time I made these. Like, I don't remember. It's been a couple years, I feel like, but I used to make it all the time. Love your new TBR game. Thank you. I had a really, really fun time playing it and doing it, and I can't wait every month. It's gonna like have me actually do a TBR every month, which haven't been very good at being consistent at. But with this game, it's like very motivating to do a TBR every month. And I think it's gonna help me not overwhelm myself with a TBR because my game, I only get 5 rolls. And that means like just 5 books basically that I am committing to read. And also like I'll let myself DNF something if I have to. But like 5 books, unless I don't fit one of my book club books to be in the prompt. And then that would be like 6 books. But I feel like before when I did TBR videos, sometimes I kind of set myself up for overwhelm because I would talk about too many books and then just like get behind and discouraged by it. But if I only commit to 5 books, I feel like it'll actually help me read even more, if that makes sense. Because then you kind of get on a roll and then you're motivated and you're like, ooh, I'm checking things off my list. Like I'm making a ton of progress. So I'm excited about it. Hi, reading Pride and Premeditation. I also just picked up Crumbs from the library. Nice. Hello, I'm reading It tonight on page 710 and loving it so far. Oh my gosh, congratulations for getting so far into It. It is a big, big book. I started it, I softy and effed it because I do definitely want to read it. And I feel like summer is the perfect time to read it, honestly. So that's awesome that you're reading it right now. I'm so glad that you're loving it. Every time I say loving it about it, it cracks me up. But yeah, I definitely want to pick up It and read it. I just don't know when that will actually happen because it is quite intimidating with being over 1,000 pages and also just like Stephen King's writing style. It's very wordy. So it makes me nervous. But I am determined one day I will read it. And as I was reading it, I was really loving the summer vibes. And I feel like Stephen King sets a very good atmosphere in his books. Like it feels very nostalgic and I like that feel. And also just it being in the summer and with a group of kids, like, yeah, it's great. I'm making sausage and potato casserole. Ooh, casserole sounds yummy. Hi, how are you? Hi, going to be reading Burn the Negative. Oh, so excited to read that one. That is one of the books on my TBR, which I am so excited for. A few of my patrons were talking about it, and I was like, what is this book? I need to know right now, and it looks so freaking good. it's like a cursed film story. So there's like paranormal aspects, but it's also a slasher, but it's also a thriller. And I'm like, what? This could be a new favorite. I am so interested in Burn the Negative now. So yes, very exciting. Ooh, so interested in Burn the Negative. I know. It's taking all that's in me not to order it right now. It is also on my TBR this month. I know. It just looks so good. I was saving it for summer. I've been doing a mix of ebook and audiobook, which has helped to get through it. It is wordy, but so good. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, his books are so wordy, but he has really fantastic stories because I have really enjoyed some of the books. I really loved Salem's Lot. I really loved The Shining. And also, what was the other one I really loved by him? Actually really enjoyed The Long Walk. It's been years since I've read that one. I feel like I'm missing another Stephen King book that I really loved. But then, unfortunately, he's had a lot of ones that were like kind of boring to me. So I'm going to, maybe you're saying that's it. I'm going to read it. I've only been able to get through one of Stephen King's books. I've DNF'd like 3 of them. Yeah, a lot of them are just so wordy. What's the one that you were able to get through? Do it. It is perfect for this time of year. My library actually had it. I was surprised there wasn't a wait for it. Really? Oh my gosh. Since moving, I've been really bad at like thinking of the library because we've moved locations. But I need to get a new library card, which is very exciting because that opens up more book opportunities, more Libby opportunities, I'm assuming. So that's great. Even though I'm really, really horrible at using Libby because I'll put something on hold and then when it finally comes around, I've probably either A, caved and got it on like Audible or it like ended up getting added to Scribd or something, or I just am like not in the mood to read it at that moment when it comes in because I'm such a mood reader that it's like Libby is so difficult for me because you have to wait, and waiting with reading is not always my thing. I bought The Running Man by King thinking it was The Long Walk. Oh, I don't know why I get them mixed up. I mean, honestly, I totally understand. They both involve walking, running. Makes sense. Dolores Claiborne. Oh, okay. I've actually never read that one. Carrie is short and really easy to get through. Pet Sematary was also on the shorter side. So one of those are good to start with, I think. I read Pet Sematary and I went into it, I think, with the wrong expectation. I thought it was actually going to be like more of a scary book, which I know it does scare some people. For me, it was not scary. It was so sad because it's very focused on grief, and grief horror can be kind of difficult for me to read. So that's why I didn't love Pet Sematary, which is kind of controversial because most people love Pet Sematary. It's like their favorite book by him, one of their favorite books by him. So, but I do think if you want a good grief horror story, that Pet Sematary is excellent. Yeah, I do the same thing with Libby. I know. It's so bad. I need to get in a better habit. I've been that way when I get both from the library, exactly like Overdue or Overdrive. I want to read them, but when I get it, I don't want to read it. Yeah, see? It's such a problem. You can also read The Mist. It's a short book, but good. Yeah, I've been wanting to check out The Mist because I have heard it's good and like it's shorter, so it's probably less wordy and more up my alley. So, all right, I am going to do the first sprint. I am running to the store, so my camera will not be on, but I will see you all soon. Sorry, I started that already. Hello, I almost started talking and muted. I like waved and caught myself. How was everybody's time reading or whatever they were doing? My grocery shopping took way longer than I expected. There was this whole thing where like my bananas weren't weighing properly on the self-checkout. So I had to like wait in line for the normal checkout, but just for my bananas. And then I forgot that I had to get my bunny some hay. So we're back. I'm going to be cooking in this next sprint. I'm really excited. I have all the ingredients for these fajitas. They're going to taste so freaking good. So I'm very excited. But how did you guys do? Did you read? Were you hanging out? What were you doing? If you're just joining, let me know what you're planning on doing tonight. Let's see. I don't know if I could read Pet Sematary because of the grief horror, but I've heard it's one of the best books. Yeah, it is. It's really sad and it's really intense in that aspect, very emotional. It just made me like really depressed. I think that was the biggest thing. And then I also felt like it was pretty slow and just not what I was like expecting going into it. I thought it was going to be scarier. Also, if you're just now joining, I am reading She Started It. This is a book of the month book. I don't know how far into it I am. I wasn't able to start listening in that last sprint and like figure out where I am in the book, but I feel like I'm pretty far. Hopefully I should be able to finish this very soon. And this will be my first book off of my TBR. Let me see. Yeah, Pet Sematary is definitely emotional and grief horror is not for everyone, but if you think you can handle it, it's really great. Yeah. I think as long as you just know that it's emotional and grief horror, then everybody is like set up to know what to expect. Hey, I'm currently reading Fourth Wing, about 30% into it and really enjoying it. Nice. Hi, how are you? Hello, currently making dinner and watching TV, planning on reading after. What are you watching right now? Hello, how are you doing? Hi, Lexi. I'm in line to get books signed. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. I can't remember what author she said. I don't remember. I was just sprint hopping during that. Well, hello, welcome. 20 pages left. Nice. Then I'm going to read Yellowface. Cool. That was like one of the first times where there was a typo and I actually read it correctly. I was talking about this last time, but like I am so bad at when I'm hosting sprints, I will just read like whatever's in front of me and not notice because I don't have enough time to like process the comments, and like usually my brain would figure out the typos, but I'm proud of myself. I read 25 pages. Nice. Didn't read, took a shower, gonna read in the next sprint. Cool. I'm finally getting around to editing. Nice. Editing always takes so much longer than I anticipate. It takes a really long time. I'm a third of the way through Paradox Hotel. It's really interesting. I gotta look this up. I'm curious what it looks like. Let's see. Oops, now it's just bringing up an actual location called Hotel Paradox. Okay, no, that's not it. The novel. I have not seen this, but it looks almost like sci-fi-y. Is it kind of sci-fi? Oh yeah, it says the best elements of science fiction and crime. Nice. I'm less of a sci-fi person. I'm trying to think of any sci-fi book that I've read that I've really enjoyed. I read like an alien book, but it was forever ago. It was called like The Fifth Wave. I really enjoyed that. That was a YA. Like it felt more dystopian though. So I guess that's kind of sci-fi-ish. I've been in the biggest reading slump after reading a book I gave 2 stars. Oh, what was the book? Reading slumps are the worst. Read 2 chapters, 40 pages of Pride and Premeditation, and I'm just resisting the urge to watch Pride and Prejudice now. Nice. Hello, reading everyone here is lying. Nice. Well, welcome. I'm so excited to make this fajita recipe. I haven't had it in years, and I'm just like very, very excited. It's a pretty simple recipe. It's usually half steak and half chicken, but I only got chicken because they didn't really have good steak options at the store. So it's all going to be chicken tonight, which is fine. It's less expensive that way. And then it's just like a bunch of spices. But in this next sprint, I have to chop up some onion and peppers, and everything else is pretty much ready. I got like the seasoning mixed up and all that. So I'm very excited. Oh, the couples trip. Oh, that's a bummer that it was really disappointing. Oh, got 50 more pages read of These Violent Delights. Gonna do my walk on this next sprint. Have to get my exercise in. I am so annoyed because ever since moving, my leg, one of them, has been hurting, and it like aggravates it to go on walks, which really sucks because I love taking walks and I have been wanting to like get outside. I just feel like it's so like good for my mental health to be outside and, you know, walk around and just get fresh air. And I'm so annoyed that there's something wrong with my leg because now I'm like, how long until I'll be able to walk? So I hope I get that figured out. I went on like a shorter walk, not yesterday. Was it just yesterday? I don't remember. Maybe Monday night. I went on a shorter walk the other day and it was nice, but then my legs started hurting. And then just like right before sprints, I went on like a 10-minute walk. Like it was barely anything and my legs started hurting again. And I was like, I should stop. So I'm hoping I'm going to figure it out because I love taking walks and it's such a beautiful time in the summer right now. Like it hasn't been as hot. So it's just been really nice outside. So I am bummed about that. I love fajitas. I know. So good. Did you read the rest of the Fifth Wave trilogy? I feel like I read the second one, or I started the second one maybe and like DNF'd it. I don't know. It's been so many years. I feel like I probably started the second one, but I don't remember anything about it. I remember like really, really enjoying the first one, but yeah, the second one, I don't know. I remember reading the first one and never ended up reading the other two. Yeah, I don't think I did. I definitely didn't read the third one, and then I maybe read the second one. I love going on walks, even though I have to take more breaks now that I use a cane. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, walks are great. They really are helpful, and they're so good for you. Like just getting the fresh air and the exercise. I feel like I've heard that walks are just as good as like, you know, doing harder core like cardio and stuff. Like they're very good for you. I don't know if I am remembering that correctly, so don't quote me, but I thought that walks are like very good for you. I read the first two of Fifth Wave. Oh, and not the third. Does it just get not as good? All right. I think I'm going to start the next sprint because I am very hungry. But hopefully after I'm done cooking, I may not be able to read this time. But next sprint, I'm hoping to actually make some progress on my book. So I'll keep you all updated on how my reading's going. Okay. I'm going to start the next sprint. Hello, welcome back, everybody. How was your reading? My food is literally just now getting out of the oven. My husband's taking it out. It looks very good. I'm excited to eat. But I was just during that sprint cooking and then talking with him a little bit. So I did not read anymore. However, I did find where I am in the book, and I'm on page 172. So it's basically halfway through the book. So in this next sprint, I want to do some reading and hopefully make some progress. So that's my plan. I also am probably going to watch a little bit of Vanderpump Rules. I started it with my husband. Honestly, we may just watch it the whole time. We'll see. I don't know if tonight's going to be a reading night. We're both addicted. It is so entertaining. We're on season 2, so we have a lot of catching up to do. But it is so messy and so entertaining and is very fun. So yeah, we're going to be watching Vanderpump Rules. Let's see. I was watching back and you're making fajitas. I love fajitas. I made chicken curry. Chicken curry sounds amazing. Yes, fajitas. I haven't had them in so long, but I am so excited. They look amazing and they smell amazing. Oof. And I used fresh lime juice, which I think makes all the difference to use like fresh juice instead of like already in a container juice. So I'm very excited. I came and said hello and bounced out. I'm rewatching Charmed still. Nice. Well, thanks for saying hello. Oh no, I scared you. I know. I always feel like I'm going to scare people when I come back on and start talking. I'm sorry. I don't know how to enter in a way that doesn't scare people because it's like completely, silent. And then all of a sudden I'm back and I'm like, I don't know. Let's see. Got 10 minutes. Sorry. I'm like multitasking. Got 10 minutes of the video edited. Nice. I know editing takes so long. Specifically, vlogs take a really long time for me, like very long, because there's more steps in it to do. I read 40 more pages and it got so good. Ooh, that's awesome. I need to look up and see it says pride and premeditation. Let me look up what the you know what I'm trying to say. Cover is Pride and Premeditation. It's a young adult historical mystery retelling of Pride and Prejudice. Nice. That looks good. Also, I love the cover. Oh my gosh. That's so cool. It looks like stitched on. This book is the first in the Jane Austen murder mystery series. And it's that looks good. I'm going to make ramen. Ooh, that sounds good. Yummy. Made it to page 149 of Everyone Here is Lying. It's fun. Let me look up that one. Everyone Here is Lying. I feel like I've seen this. Oh, Shari Lapena. Is that who it's by? I'm glad you're liking it. I've only read, what's it called? What is it called? It's the snowy one by Shari Lapena. Oh, An Unwanted Guest. I read that one. And then I read, I think, The Couple Next Door. Is that by that author too? But I kind of like DNF'd it, which is surprising. I don't know why I DNF'd it. I DNF'd it like many years ago. I feel like if I read it now, I definitely would have just kept reading and probably listened on audiobook. Maybe I should just try to reread that book because I don't think the twist was ever revealed to me, or there was like some of a twist was revealed to me. I don't really know why I DNF'd it, to be honest. Maybe I just got busy because I don't remember it being bad or anything. I remember being interested in it. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know in the comments if anyone loves reality TV shows, by the way, because I was bonding with my coworkers the other day. I happened to be working with 2 other people who loved reality TV, and we were all talking about different shows. There's something just so fun about it. I don't know. I read The Couple Next Door a couple years ago and didn't really like it. Oh yeah. Maybe I didn't like it. I don't know. I have no memory. I think it was when I was back in college, was not reading as much, and then like I picked it up and then for some reason never finished it. But I just have no memory of it, to be honest. I remember what one of the twists was, but I don't really have a memory of if I was disliking it or not, or why I stopped reading it, if that makes sense. Yeah, my coworkers yesterday, one of them was talking about Wife Swap, which is such a funny show. It's so ridiculous and wild. It's from the early 2000s, I'm pretty sure. And then my other coworker was talking about The Real Housewives of New Jersey, which I have seen. I love it. I'm not caught up, but I have seen a lot of it. And then I was talking about Vanderpump Rules, and I don't think they had heard of Vanderpump Rules before. And I was like, you guys have to watch it. Oh my gosh. Love me some reality TV and Vanderpump Rules. Yes. It's so entertaining. Yes, Wife Swap was hilarious. I know. It is so ridiculous. I definitely got into reality TV because of my mom. She always had it on growing up. My mom watched Fear Factor with me, like the original Fear Factor. Oh my gosh, that was wild. And like like in my adulthood, I have rewatched Fear Factor with my husband, like the original one, and like so many of the stunts, I don't know how they legally could do these things. Honestly, I'm like, they are so risky, those stunts. How did no one like die during this show? Like, I'm genuinely confused and concerned. And like some of the stuff they ate, I don't know. I don't understand how it was allowed. I love competition based reality shows like Big Brother, Survivor, and The Challenge. I actually haven't watched any of those. I know Survivor's like the OG of competition based reality shows. I heard Big Brother's like really messy with the drama too. I promise I'm not going to talk about bugs this time. Oh, Fear Factor. Here comes the bug talk. No, no bug talk tonight. I'm too hungry to go on a tangent about bugs. But yeah, Fear Factor is so interesting. I also just think it's very interesting seeing people like confront and overcome their fears and like how they cope with it, and then imagining myself in that situation. If I had to do something like that, like what would I have to do mentally to overcome fear? It's really interesting. I used to watch The Hills, Laguna Beach, and Real World when I was a teenager. Nice. I don't know like what the first reality TV show was, like when it became a thing. I should look into that. Um, I didn't have many TV channels growing up, so I remember we only had a couple, and I can't remember what Fear Factor was on. Um, But yeah, I watched Fear Factor. That's like the biggest memory of TV shows that I watched with my mom as a kid. She always made me leave in the middle section when it was like gross stuff, like the eating stuff. She made me leave for. She's like, you don't need to watch this. And it was always so like morbidly curious, like what's happening, but she wouldn't let me watch it. So I watched all that stuff later as an adult, and I was like, wow, that is intense. Um, All right, I think I'm going to start the next sprint because I am very hungry. And I'm finally going to eat my dinner. Oh my gosh, it's so late. It's literally 9 p.m. and I haven't eaten dinner because I decided to cook something really tasty. So, delayed gratification for real. So, I'm going to eat and I will talk to you all in 45 minutes. Hello, welcome back. How was everybody's reading or whatever you're doing? I ate my dinner finally. It was very good. And I've been watching Vanderpump Rules, which has been very fun. So that was my sprint. Let me make this bigger. I used to love The Hills, The Challenges, and some of the Housewives shows. I don't watch as many now, but I love Selling Sunset. Nice. It's so wild. Enjoy your dinner. Thank you. Selling Sunset is so good. I know a lot of people love Selling Sunset. Is it on Netflix? I'm not sure. It's so hard not to just like binge reality TV like all day and all night. So I feel like I gotta just stick with like one thing for now and not start another series. But I have so much catching up to do in Vanderpump because there are 10 seasons, I believe. So I'm wondering how long it'll take us to catch up. Like if we're gonna just watch all the way until the 10th season, or if we're gonna like get burned out after a while. I'm not sure because there's like a lot of episodes in the seasons. There was only 10 in the first season, but in the later seasons, I think there's like 20 something in each season. So I really don't know how long it's going to take us to catch up, but we'll see. I'm thinking I'm actually going to call it a night and have that be my last sprint. But I had a great time with you guys tonight. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. I want to give you all a chance to update me though on like what your last sprint was before I end the stream. How much you read and all that stuff. If you haven't watched my TBR game yet, I would recommend doing that to know what I'm planning on reading this month because I am definitely following it this month and will be sticking to it, which is exciting because I usually don't stick so well to my TBRs. I think I put out a February or March TBR that I really, really stuck to, and I read like every single thing on it and I felt so accomplished. So that is what I'm going to do this month. I'm going to stick to my TBR, and then once I'm done with my TBR, throw in some extra reads. But yeah. Anyway, I think I'm going to call it a night. I hope you all have a wonderful night, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye.